Beautiful. What a great shot.
And if that wasn't enough, the pot itself, he's dropped the cue ball on a sixpence. So all of Maguire's hard work might be undone in around 6-7 minutes here. One of the reasons that Chang is such a good potter, keeps very still on the shot. I'm just watching his head there. Actually, that one was an instance where his head moved a little because he was playing with power, but it's worked out delightfully.
Yeah, we've seen Steve Maguire chase a couple of maximums already, but Chang, you know, in and around the black here, red's already nicely spread. You never know, he might have similar on his mind. These bonus prizes maybe have just sort of sharpened a few minds, but I think in general now, there's so many maximums going in, it's almost like just become sort of gone round, like the bat signal's gone up to all the players. You've got to try and make them now. You know, they're seeing other people make them. I want to make one as well. Of course, it was not so long ago, is it, that there was a prize. If there would be 20 in a season, there'd be £1 million split between the 20 players. And everyone said, well, that'll never happen. Well, if that was still going, there'd be a few people sweating.
Well, I was one of those who met that announcement with derision. But I think 20 for this season is now pretty much guaranteed. Maybe 25 or even 30 at this pace.
First one in the UK Championship was 1987, Willie Thorne, but it was in the pre-television stage, so he didn't get the bonus prize, which was £50,000 at the time, because Joe Johnson was on for it later in the TV stage, missed the pink. As Joe later put it, I was in Barbados on the brown. Well, he's just brought the cue ball back a bit further than intended. It's on the cushion. And now he's looking at, well, he had a look at red to middle, didn't he? But he's gone back to this one to stay on the black.
Is this wise, you know? Chang vindicated now.
Yeah, I just think it's become self-fulfilling, you know, Phil. As I say, because players are making them, players are now going for them even more. It's almost like it's just been decided. That's what we're doing now. But we saw, if you saw the footage, what it meant to Liam Pullen to make one. He was absolutely delighted, quite rightly, because there was so many tough shots he had to pull off, not least doubling the last red. The black off the last red was tough to land on the yellow. Equally, though, we've seen players chase them, break down and lose the frame.
The other thing about 147s, you might see one in isolation years ago, but rarely would you see two in the same tournament, hardly ever. Now that's becoming commonplace.
Well, this ice break in competition was actually made this season, 141. That That was in the Wuhan Open. Well, it's a definite chance, isn't it, that there's that red on the right-hand side that might, I guess, be the one, but let's see. Every reason to go for it. Now he's come this far.
Yes, he'll want to play on that red, of course he will, but if he's left with no option but to go for a double, he's more than capable. He's rifled in a few already in this match. And while the 147 is the ultimate goal, what about a third century of the match? Well, fourth in total, third for him.
Well, I know one thing, if he does make the maximum, he'll definitely, next chance he gets, be going for another one, because, of course, here in these Triple Crown events in Saudi, there's the bonus prize of £147,000 for two. That can be awarded 3 times. It's been awarded once already for Ronnie O'Sullivan in Jeddah, the 2 in the same match, the semi-final. Of course, Chris Wakeman. Chris Wakely, by the way, has pulled another one back, so he's 4-2 down currently to Mitchell Mann.
That was the 10th red, this is the 10th black. Kibble didn't quite spring enough off that top cushion. Yes, the red will go to the middle pocket, but not the ideal angle. Talk about 2 birds with 1 stone. On the black. And a red that's taken a little closer to the pocket. We could be on for this, Dave.
Yeah, that black wriggled in, didn't it? But like you say, excitement growing. You always know as well, because play might stop on the tables and, you know, next door, and just reminded of the pressure. And they have become more common, but it's a great achievement, especially if you've never made one, and that's the position Champing use in a professional tournament. So this is a big few minutes for him. Frames his, we know that, but can now really give this 147 attempt every focus. And of course he would be a record breaker. This would be the 16th of the season, the most in any snooker season. I think we said it from early on, it's building up to being about that last red.
Well, he's got the century. Using the pink to his advantage. Well, we've seen Chang play several shots right-handed, so if he drops in behind this red, he will do so again, I think.
Well, the red's in, he's still on this black, just needs now, of course, to pot it, but also control position for yellow, and then you've got to feel it is there for the taking. Big positional shot, this. Well, Well, hasn't he played it well? I mean, if you'd have picked that up and put it down with your hand, you couldn't have played it better. Maguire smiling. Chang Bing-yu then the 6 colours for his first maximum on tour, for the second in the tournament, and for, of course, the 16th of the season, a new record. All about nerve now. Of course, there are so many tournaments, so many matches, but the bottom line is there are also so many really talented players on the World Snooker Tour, all through the rankings. He looks cool, doesn't he? Just willing this white to run a bit. Oh, he doesn't want to be straight on it. That is the one place you don't want to be. Well, he's just slightly off straight, but that is not where he wanted to be at all.
Does he gamble, or does he just take the very difficult pot on the black? Gave that everything, but not enough roll on the white. If he knocks this in, every credit.
Well, Phil, what do you think? What a black. It's a shot he's going to remember one way or the other forever. He's getting the rest out. What a black this is for the maximum. Can you believe he's been left with this? Oh, and he got it, and the cue ball has stayed out. What a black to make his first maximum on tour. Chang Bing-yu with the 16th maximum of the season. That's a new record, and of course we're still only in November, but what a shot. What a shot to make the 147. Absolutely superb. As I say, that is a shot I remember for the rest of his life. Chang Bing-yu with a wonderful 147 takes a 4-3 lead over Stephen Maguire.